EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
That return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. He gets him a little over half a... what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
At the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play clock about to expire. We get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. First carry, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
3rd and 12.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. 15. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
The Colts' leading tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker, gets another one there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lamar Miller. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Play action. Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20.
To J.J. Nelson.
A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
To Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. We're scoreless after 1. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. The catch made by Miller. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Lamar Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Packers 7, Colts nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Marlon Mack ready to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On second down now, it's Hines. Space to maneuver at the 40. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. And even 70 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Here's Rivers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Rodgers. Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Taylor. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Hey, 79! 79! Orange got 4. 89!
From the 29, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Carry. The tackle made by Malik Hooker. It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete to
Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
To return it is Mack. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second down, it's Hines. He takes us from the 30 to the 34.
The ball carrier.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. They run with Hines. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Ball carrier.
Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
A gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Open man is Trey Burton. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. 23 yards the pickup there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A first down throw here for Rivers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. He's got the first down inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
gun, Rivers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Josh Hawkins with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 1-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it.
He's got a man, complete. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. J.J. Nelson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. With a heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Gain of
9 yards that time.
First down, Green Bay.
They'll run on first down. Miller. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On play action, now Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. J.J. Nelson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Score, Packers 28, Colts 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Miller on the carry.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
3-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a toss right to Miller. Kari Willis there to bring him down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Again, it's Miller. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
6. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now it's Hines. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Josh Hawkins.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. To return it is Mack. Oh, good return up past the 30.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well.
He's got it at the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And he bangs it home. It makes it now 35-13 our score.
Colts 13. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
J.J. Nelson now to return.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
16-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken around the 12. And shedding through the tackle. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Looking for Campbell. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, 78 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
The Colts will line up for the...
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here comes Nelson. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Miller. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at the 20. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Here's Hines. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Looking for Campbell downfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Rivers on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
To throw again on second down, Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The rookie Michael Pittman, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Today's final score, Packers.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Packers, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll head back home next week.